So there's some games like like the click speed test game, right? And cookie clicker, where basically all you have to do is just, well, kind of click. So I'm not a particularly fast clicker, and I'll show you right now by playing this click speed test game. So I'm gonna play it real quick. So basically, click here, start playing. I'm gonna just do that for 5 seconds. Click as much as I can, as fast as I can. So I just do that. So I'm playing the game right now. I'm clicking as fast as I can without destroying my trackpad. And then this says I'm an octopus, and play again to be a rabbit or a cheetah, I think. Smart but not fast. Flicker your finger even faster. So this thing's basically calling me slow. So as you can see, I'm not the best. I'm not the best. I'm not the fastest clicker. So I decided to fix that. I decided to try to fix that by making an app. So, well, this is code. So basically, this is my app. It's basically an auto clicker. So basically, I'm trying to write an auto clicker. So I wanted a GUI for this auto clicker. So I decided to write this in C#, and I'm using Windows if you can't tell. So I'm running Windows. I want to write a GUI app, so I decided to use C#. But here's the thing. I'm gonna close out of this for a second. On Windows, I think, well, I found that um, if I want to get an app to send a click, like automate a click, I guess, then I need to use, I think, the Win32 send input function. So as if you don't know, it's basically a function in the Windows API. Now, if you don't know what the Windows API is, well, it's an application programming interface. That's really not important. Basically, in your System32 folder, if you run Windows, there are a bunch of DLLs, and you might be wondering what those DLLs do. Well, at least what some of them do. There's one DLL, and there's a few more. Like, for example, they're like user32.dll, and basically in this DLL and in some others, there are a bunch of functions that applications can use to do things with Windows. Now, these DLLs are kind of written using C, because I mean, basically Windows is written in C. So basically, I had to code in C to use my to do a send input function to send a click. Now I'm trying to code a GUI in C#, so my challenge is I need to kind of code C in C#. But so I'll show you my code real quick. So I mean, what I first thought I'd do was just do a DLL import, use the 32.dll, maybe like a export of quick function, the send input function. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that really kind of pisses me off. And is that Microsoft has their own weird proprietary data types. Like UINT. I don't think. I mean, I've never heard of this data type like UINT. Even in C, there's some data types like int byte. Well, not byte. I don't think. Int float long stuff like that. But then Microsoft shows up and adds their own random data types like UINT and, well, if UINT is a native data type, I haven't used it, but that's besides the point. But they have the Windows API uses kind of some strange data types like dword and uint and let's see what else, and ulong pointer. So that was kind of, I don't need to search that. But you can see there are a lot of data types that Microsoft uses that kind of weren't really in C#. So I kind of had to like find all the type diffs for that, and then kind of rewrite them using data types that I actually have. So you can see that right here. Uint pointer I kind of had. But basically, really what I had to do is pass in an array, an input, basically really an input array. And inside the input array there's struct and there's a union. And that's the other strange thing in C#. There really isn't a union. So I don't know what the hell I did. I hate to admit it, but I kind of had to use a lot of Stack Overflow for this. This part I was able to get. I kind of had to like redefine the mouse input structure. Yeah, I kind of had to redefine the mouse input structure, and I kind of had to, I guess, redefine the input structure because you see, right? Because you see in the input structure, there's a union, a mouse input, keyboard input, and hardware input. But I can't do a union in C# apparently. So I kind of had to dumb down my, or not dumb down, water down my input structure to only have a mouse input. But that's besides the point. Well, not really. And so basically I had to do that. I had to define my own constants too, because normally in the windows.h header, a lot of constants are like specified or are at least given names. So like for the first time ever, I kind of had to define my own constants. so I could use them for my flags and stuff. But I think that's enough yapping maybe about C# and C and Microsoft's garbage and stuff. One thing else, I never used Marshall before, so I don't know what that is. I should probably read up on that. Hopefully this will make me a better coder, because I'm definitely not a good coder right now. But anyway, I guess I'll demonstrate my app. So if you stuck around, thanks for listening to all the technical rant. So basically the app is really simple, honestly. It tracks my mouse coordinates. I can press space to lock my coordinates, because the idea is I want to lock in the coordinates. Like I'm gonna lock in the I'm trying to click on the search bar right now, right? So the idea is I'm gonna lock in my coordinates, and then just when I press this button, send clicks, it's gonna just do a send input function without actually moving the mouse pointer. So basically, right now my mouse cursor is right here on the send clicks button. What this is gonna do, right, is gonna just let me go to my button right real quick. So basically what it's gonna do is gonna just take a look at the values here and here and actually set my cursor position to the search bar, to the value I basically set here, the value that I tracked, I guess. And then it's gonna click, because you see, for the actual send input click thing, for the mouse input, the dx, so there's like a dx and dy, right, which basically could either mean absolute coordinates or the coordinates from the last mouse move. So if my pointer was right here, and depending on the weird flags I said, if my pointer is right here and I say dx is equal to dx is like 10 or something, it would probably like only it probably move my pointer right 10 pixels instead of moving it like absolute coordinate 10. So right here, it wouldn't do that. It would move just right 10 pixels, or screen coordinates, whatever this thing uses. So I didn't want to screw around with that, so I just decided to use cursor position. Just put my cursor there and then just send a click wherever the cursor is. So basically I set my coordinate right here, right? I set my coordinate here and it's locked in. So basically when I press the send clicks button, it's just gonna move my cursor here and then do a send input, right? So I click that, and then it works. It only sends one click. I have to get the looping for the, well, I guess for the actual auto clicking part. So this thing can only click once, but for some, like, for me at least, this was the hardest part. So yeah. Also ignore whatever you saw on my search thing. I search up random stuff. But anyway, so this is how far I got, right? And if you want to like track the development of this, I might publish this. So if you want to track the development, follow for more videos like this. Normally I post math and science videos, but today I'm making an exception because this is a fun project I decided to do out of spite because the click speed tester called me slow. So stay tuned for more stuff like this.